Last time on Swift Crush TV. Hey, what's going on YouTube? Swift bringing you a brand new Ark Survival Evolved video today. We are going to go through the puzzle cave, also known as the Life's Labyrinth on Ragnarok. Going to press a series of buttons that spell the word Grata. We just hit the R and we're going to go to the A next. Press the button. Nice that the T is right there, and then you can jump on top of the T and then parkour around the perimeter, as you can see what I'm doing, and then kind of go from there. You have to jump a bit. It's a bit tricky to get to this next part, and might take a couple times, but just keep trying. And then once you get to the A, you'll press that, completing that first puzzle, and then jumping down from there. Onto the next section, we're going to swim through that initial drop, and then I'm going to get the focal chili going for the increased move speed. Make sure that you are laying prone and kind of going through this next part. Once you get past the door, hit the button to the left and follow the exact path as you see me taking. Make sure not to bump into any of the statues. And then as you hear the tick tick counter, you want to make sure you are through that door by the time it slams, or else it will be an instant KO. I bring a shotgun with the flashlight for the next part. If you want to run this on foot, I know there are other ways to do this, but on LDL servers, it's less common to see tech chess piece and so forth. So this is one way to run this next section. If the drop doesn't spawn, it's either a player had already got it before you or what have you. I think it takes about 30 minutes to spawn back, so you might have to get out of range to get that to resync. Next, I bring a Thylacoleo with me, and this is an essential tame, especially in LDL, to run this cave. As you can see there, I'm able to scale the wall and jump kind of over pitfall that otherwise, as you know, grapples don't work here, so it's one option. Now what I'm going to do is a variation of what you've seen in other videos. I don't know that I've even really seen it, to be honest with you. Focal chili, cactus broth, and bug repellent. And I'm going to cryo my Thyla. And there's a reason for this, and I will explain it now. As I press the button on the right of the door, there's going to be bats flying around. So all I have to do is just run past, hit the next button on the right, and they're just ignoring me. If you're on a Thylacoleo there, they will attack you. Now, this next loot crate, you want to get, as you may have heard, those bolas to trip in front of you, so you got to kind of bob and weave a bit back and forth in a way that you won't get bolted. Hit that last button on the left, get the doors kind of going, and then the first one here on the right. You can play this back any time to see the order in which I'm selecting these buttons to get the correct doors to open and to proceed to the next set of buttons. And then as you're doing this, keep in mind you still have plenty of time left on the vocal chili as well as the cactus broth and bug repellent. Pretty close to getting the artifact of the clever. So just keep running, keep going. Shouldn't really run into any resistance here, especially in this part there aren't any creatures. You just got to watch out for this pitfall. Jump over it. Having the focal chili helps. Grab the artifact of the clever, and then we're on to the room where you have to either sacrifice the player or a player or a team. I use vultures personally. You can cryo them or throw them out just like so, which will open up the door on the left. Have your shotgun with the flashlight handy, and then you're just going to speed run through this next section while the bug repellent and cactus broth are both active. And then you get to the end of the corridor and hit the last button. You hit the button on the left, last one by the door. It'll open, and then you're going to run to the safe spot here. I'll show you on the right here. This spot will still work 2023. Jump to the top, and then you can survey and kind of assess where you want to start the final mini boss here, the spirit animals. Compound bow, shotgun, or you can throw the Thyla back out and get on there to ride the tame and attack. That's if you're wanting to conserve ammo, one way to do that. But the reason why I didn't throw out the Thyla in this situation, I just wanted to run the cave as an example. I'm still on cryo timer, so I would have needed to wait another minute and didn't want to waste time doing that. I had the weapons, so I figured I would just attack with what I had. Compound bow, shotgun. Really, I would just recommend it. First couple times you run this cave, just because you don't want to get to this point and not have enough ammo to complete this section, given that maybe a number of variables could have happened or occurred. That Thyla may not have made it, etc., etc. So just keep an eye on what your ammo is at, and if you still have the Thyla and you're out of ammo, just know you can throw the Thyla out in cryo, throw it out, ride the Thyla as soon as you can, and then get the kills from there. So, sometimes these spirit wolves, well, the bears too, but they wander off by design, so you have to shoot them at range. You can ADS or here, quick fire. Really, it's just more of preference, but at range you're probably going to ADS more, hip fire when they're close. And as you proceed, it's in waves, so each spirit animal wave, it's in increments of 50. Once you end up dispatching the last animal at 250, in this case it would be the bear, then this will open up the chamber to get the last two artifacts. So we finished off the mini boss bosses, and now we're going to get the artifacts. This is the artifact of the massive, and then the artifact of the devious. So for those that are trying to run bosses, these are 3 of the artifacts you will need to get those done. Alright, thanks for watching and have a great day. Swift out.